Even the thought of it.
Sorry.
I hate it. The man is a demon.
Okay. And one more time, remove demonization of Putin and Hitler.
It's the same thing. Exactly. Greetings, everyone, and welcome December the 2nd. Early afternoon here in the East Coast. It is early evening there in Ukraine. Jania is with me for this special facts-only edition. And we want to basically say, don't panic. Everybody relax. I've been receiving a lot of messages. Everybody's concerned about the Kellogg plan. Everybody's concerned about things that Zelenskyy is saying about negotiations. You're misunderstanding it. You're only getting half of the story. And today we want to set your hearts and your minds that support Ukraine so mightily at peace. This is a war. Be patient. Welcome, Jania.
Yeah. Good evening from Ukraine.
So guys, let's jump right in. I've got Jania here because I want him to confirm these things. This is a facts only video. Let's go and start here, Jania. We're going to talk about first facts only Zelenskyy and Scholz today meeting. Scholz came with a suitcase off the train. Everybody's wondering what's in it. Probably his underwear, guys. He was traveling, okay? Zelenskyy and Scholz, to end the war in 2025, Zelenskyy said Ukraine must be stronger. Secondly, Zelenskyy announced new changes in the Ukrainian Armed Forces Command. We've already seen ground commander change. He said we need to move faster and there will be more. And then he was bold in his statements to Scholz, and he said Ukraine could hit more Russian military targets if Germany provided it with Taurus missiles. Now, I don't want to throw Germany under the bus here. Scholz is there. Happy for that. Scholz also met with Klitschko. Scholz also stated that more aid is coming. 6th IRIS-T air defense system, as well as launchers for the Patriots. In addition, Ukraine will receive Gepard self-propelled anti-aircraft guns and Sea King helicopters, which is through the water. The German chancellor stressed that Germany will not reduce its aid. Let me repeat that. Germany will not reduce its aid, and called the shelling of Ukrainian energy infrastructure unacceptable. Okay, Jania, you're there in Kyiv right now. What's your thoughts on facts? Scholz coming.
It's a good sign. One. The second, it's represent that he is in here, and he was watching and checking different places, including checking Ukraine designed and finished the newest UAVs and the other. So he looked at all of it, and he had some private meetings. What fact? Fact, I've seen this. I was staying in Khreshchatyk Street today, waiting until the Scholz convoy, these 30 cars, will pass. That's it. Like, we will see. Every time now, read between the lines.
Exactly. Read between the lines, everybody. Please be patient, because what happens if you're outside of Ukraine? First of all, you're getting any information translated from Ukrainian into English. And then you read that headline. Those translations are not always accurate with the meaning behind it. Yes, or media and journalists will take one phrase. Zelensky's talking about territorial secessions, and then articles go with it. People start to panic. I've been getting so many messages. Greg, is Ukraine quitting? Is Ukraine quitting? I saw the Kellogg plan. I saw the Kellogg plan. Listen, guys, you need to understand something. First of all, Ukraine is fighting a war. And in a war, you cannot play all of your cards at the same time. You have to share a little bit of information. Here's a fact. United States today sending $725 million in new weapons to Ukraine today, December the 2nd, including counter-drone systems, which we need, and anti-personnel landmines to stop the invasion, because Russia is taking some territory. So our encouragement today is be patient. Zelenskyy, yes, says these things, but he behind it. Well, let me just show this. Okay, here we go. Let's just talk about it this way. Watch this video.
У нас не вистачає сил повернути
Our
Крим.
army lacks the
Нашій
strength to take
армії
back some
сьогодні
territories like
недостатньо
Crimea. That's
сил.
true.
Так і є. Так, треба
We
знаходити
do have
шляхи
to find diplomatic
дипломатичні.
solutions.
Але тільки після того,
But
коли ми
only when we know
знаємо,
we are strong enough for
що ми
them
настільки
not to
сильні,
return again with
що
their
вони
aggression.
не повернуться знов з агресією, то можна
That's
думати
when we
про
can think
інші
about
дипломатичні
diplomatic
кроки.
means.
І ми маємо цифру
And about
біля
North Korea,
12
we know they have
тисяч.
around 12,000.
У нас є
We know
інформація,
that
що
they're
вже
injured and
є
killed
загиблі і поранені серед
among the North
північно-корейських
Korean soldiers.
військових, але у мене немає цифр. На сьогодні
But I don't
такої
have the exact
статистики
numbers
немає.
as of today.
А він не хоче втратити
Putin
підтримку
doesn't
свого
want to lose
суспільства.
the support of his society.
Тому, якщо
So
не
instead of using
російське
Russians as cannon
м'ясо
fodder,
гарматне,
he'll use
то
North
буде
Korean soldiers
північно-корейське
as cannon
гарматне
fodder.
м'ясо.
So, Zhenya, when you look at a video like that, what happens outside Ukraine? People take the first part. We don't have enough army to do this. We can't take back Crimea. And then that's their whole article, their whole argument. And then people start to panic. But when you look at everything in context, he says, but, ale, in Ukrainian, ale, but we have to be stronger. We have to fight. We have to be stronger. So your thoughts on that. And then he talks about North Koreans basically stating Russia's fighting us with two armies, and we're still here.
He says, Zelensky said, we need to be stronger. And only when we know that Russia will not get back with a new level of aggression, when we know that, we can go and start this looking for the best diplomatic ways. For this, we need to be stronger militarily, all the ways. Then we will try to find a proper way, diplomatic way. And he said about he said Putin will be using like he called it meat, or Russian meat or North Korean meat. Meaning by that he doesn't value the people, but he may be using the army of Russia or North Korean.
Because at the same time, he said he's trying to save his image for the Russian people themselves. And I'm sure they're talking about specifically regions around Moscow, St. Pete, and other large cities in the West. Now, facts only is what we're trying to share with you guys. The Kellogg plan that is running around the news today, that now the details are coming out about it. Let's see right here. Okay, so basically this is some of the plans. First of all, you need to understand this plan was written in April of 2024. It is now December of 2024, and this is a completely different war between April of 2024 and December of 2024. Completely different. Some of the statements here. I'm just going to read a few of them, and Zhenya, you give your response. In fact, let me go to a big camera here for people to see. The April 2024 Kellogg plan. Incentives for Russia: postpone Ukraine's membership in NATO for 10 years, allow Russia to keep hold of the territories it holds, gradually lift sanctions, and normalize relations with the USA if a peace agreement is accepted for Ukraine. Really? So my country is going to normalize relationships with a butcher? I see you're very active in your thoughts on that. Where's the statement about Ukraine? You just lost power.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. This is reality.
Sorry. It's I prepared.
I know you did, buddy.
My router keeps. I switched the router before recording it on a battery.
You're a star.
So I have 1 more hour of internet at home. But no power. But
good.
Internet.
Here's an example for you. So
yeah.
How does that make you feel, even as Ukrainian, to even see those words even thought about? U.S. normalizes relations with Russia. Just give your honest answer.
Okay. My honest first question. I mean, when I read, said what? Not possible. The second, it's like reading news. Something like United States and the White House officially confirmed and the new laws in the regulation for United States that cannibalism is allowed.
Exactly. Exactly. There you go, guys. You want a fact
That's
only
it.
Ukrainian warrior here from the front telling you it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Go to the second one. We won't dive deep into this. In the isolation of the Russian Federation, let's just say, and in that includes remove the demonization of Vladimir Putin. I don't know about you, brother, but for me, even as an American, spending so much time on the front, and I'll be back there in a month with you, I hate that. Even the thought of it.
Sorry.
I hate it. The man is a demon.
Okay. And one more time, remove demonization of Putin and Hitler.
It's the same thing. Exactly. It's
How
the
is
same
possible?
thing. How is it possible? Third, put pressure on Kyiv. Stop U.S. military aid if Ukraine refuses peace talks. Once again, folks, facts only. I remind you, this is the April 2024 plan that is coming public today. This is now December, but these are the information. Then you get to the fourth point, support for Ukraine. Continue military aid and bilateral security guarantees. Ukraine does not need to officially recognize Russian control over its territories, but it must refuse to return them by force. I would just say this before your response, the exact opposite of what Vladimir Zelenskyy said. We need to get stronger, then we talk about negotiations. I mean, unbelievable. And then the final point, peace talks, put pressure on Ukraine and Russia Federation to agree to a ceasefire and start negotiations. So, guys, those are the facts. In general, how are these things being received in Ukraine right now? Just the talking, I mean, it's obvious how you're receiving it, but patience, hold on, it's an old document, or what do we do?
I think the Moscow just ignored it.
Agreed.
Absolutely ignored it. Like zero. Like they playing their games, we playing our games. We killing occupants. That's it. We stopping. We do practical things, and a lot of military giving a comments before on the previous close like situations. They were giving comments like, okay, now it's war. It's not a time to comment. All of
Correct.
us are fighting.
There you go,
We fighting
guys.
here. He fighting.
The best words of facts only we can give you today, ignore it. Because there is a real war raging in Ukraine, as you can see Zhenya right now sitting in the dark. Last couple of things here for facts only today. News running everywhere. Here comes Russia. They're going to invade Zaporizhia. They're going to invade Kherson. Guys, just let me tell you from experience being there, they're not coming for Zaporizhia tomorrow. They're not going to be there next week. They're not coming for Kherson tomorrow. They've got Kherson under a siege. It's shelled every day. But this thing, is there a buildup in the south? Yeah, Ukraine's seeing some buildup of troops there. But this is why Ukraine must be equipped and defend. But they're not coming to Zaporizhia tomorrow, guys. It's not possible. So don't panic. Don't buy into this mess. And finally, stand for truth. Stand for truth. And I want to play this little video clip. So I'm going to play the original Ukrainian. This is Zelenskyy standing with Scholz. No translation. And then I'm going to play the back half of it with translation. Just a little entertainment value here for you. But I'm going to let Zhenya translate the first one because Zelenskyy just tells it straight. So if you want to know the truth about Zelenskyy's opinion of Vladimir Putin and Russia, here it is.
На що повинна піти Росія? Бажано на трибуну. Бажано, щоб вона просто зрозуміла, що робить те, що вона робить.
All right, so we'll stop it there, and then I'll come back with the English on the backside of what else he said. But so let me lay the scene. You see Zelenskyy making a statement. You hear the media laugh. Zelenskyy makes a little smirk, and Scholz looks at him like this. What happened?
because the question sounded like where Russia has to go to, and he says Russia has to go F. And he says on that letters.
Yeah.
Then he says Russia needs to understand that they are doing what they are doing, killing our people, and we are fighting, protecting our country, and we will be fighting, and our plan will not be changed. We need to be stronger to have in the 2025 to have this war over, but we need to be stronger. And sorry for my not diplomatic.
Yeah. Well, here's the backside of it right here. So after Zelensky says, okay, well, Russia and Putin can go beep, 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 beep. This is what the remainder of what he said.
Changed, but we aim to be stronger to end this war
Let me back
this
that
year.
up for you.
Pardon my bluntness, Chancellor.
Pardon my
What should Russia
bluntness.
do?
I'll
And
repeat
what
it
should
again.
Russia do?
There you go.
They need to understand their actions. They attack, we defend and fight. Our plans remain unchanged, but we aim to be stronger to end this war this year. Pardon my bluntness, Chancellor.
The bluntness, of course, back to the first part where he was telling Russia what he thought. The bottom line is, guys, there it is. Do not panic on a lot of the headlines running around. Ukraine is fighting a real war to be stronger, to fight for their full country, for their people, for their culture, for their future. And when they fight for that, they're fighting for ours. And here's a real picture for you right now. Zhenya sitting in the dark, helping you understand the facts and the truth. Thank you for being here again today, bud.
Yeah, thank you. And it's, by the way, every person in the world can check our facts of switching electricity power on different cities, because now it's public. You don't need to be identified there. You can go check these websites and check what part of the city and how many hours will be disconnected. So if you really want to know, you can check any big place. There is a website and you can check how many hours people every day and the day before. And today it's already was announced the whole winter probably will be with disconnections like this.
Yeah. 2 to 4 hours as of right now, even potentially more per day. And you see it right there, guys. This is reality of war, and you don't quit fighting in this. You fight harder, you get stronger, as Zelensky says. So all of you guys out there, be encouraged. Thank you for all that you do to support our efforts. Facts Only today with Zhenya. See you, buddy.
Thank you. Bye.